Hello everybody, my name is Andrew Karasev and I'd like to give you a demo on using Power BI reporting with Microsoft Dynamics GP, where connection is via OData protocol, and we will combine OData with potentially complex SQL queries. In my case, I'll show you how to call a custom SQL View in Power BI via OData. The advantages of OData are obvious. You can use HTTP connection to your maybe local area network, or maybe to the hosted computer or server. And you don't need to open any ports, and connection doesn't have to be 100% bulletproof. So HTTP protocol can be interrupted, and the report will still work when connection is restored, like in maybe the fraction of the seconds. Let's begin. As we plan to combine OData call with SQL custom objects, in my case I'm going to create a view, items by customer, where I'll show items sold to the customer with the total price, and you can manipulate by address, customer address, and you can switch between items and customers in Power BI report. I'll show you. So this is our view. Take a look at this. Prior to installing OData for Dynamics GP, you will need to enable Internet Information Services on your computer if you would like to test it on your workstation, for example Windows 10 or Windows 8.1. Let's go to then you will need a server certificate. Just go to server certificates on this level and create new certificate. I created self-issued certificate. This would be enough for OData deployment on this local computer. You should install OData from GP installation media and set up. Click on GP Odata service, install. I have it installed. I'll click on repair to show you the steps. Keep Windows authentication if you like. Here is your web server name. Should use domain account, and then you should pick certificate, SSL access. Here is your host name, and my local computer workstation Windows 8.1 in this case, and then it's ready for installation. In my example, I will not be using GP security realm and will not call a report from GP. I will be using Power BI desktop to give you an idea about building report. If you need complete control in GP and complete settings, I would recommend you to watch Microsoft video, and this is the path in YouTube, or you can search by probably these keywords. And this video is for 2016 GP. It should be applicable to 2018. Settings in GP. Click to Tools, Setup, System, OData. Configure OData service. In the case of local computer, I have it like this. In the case of Azure, you should have it accordingly. Alright. Then second, what we need to do is set up systems, OData, data sources. Here you see data sources, standard ones pulled from tables and views description. Here you need to click on Add Objects, and then find the view, our view customers items, and then find it, click OK. I already did this. So view is here. You need to refresh to see it if you don't see it right away. Mark it and click OK. Now we will need to publish this. Okay, here's our view marked. Okay, and then you click OK. I would recommend you to test your data in a regular web browser. URL is taken from here. This is your URL. And here I got the results. In your case, you may be asked for security. Just type in whatever you specified as security access to OData in installation of OData for GP. Now we open Power BI desktop. I usually run it as an administrator. Let's go and get data. Pick OData feed. Now here you should pick the URL from here, from Publish OData form. If you click OK, you may get error message. If you don't get error message, that's good. If you do get error message, let me show you what to do. If you get error message about security for connection, you should go to File, Option and Settings, and then click on Data Source Settings. In here, click Edit Permissions and specify permissions like this. Just go, instead of use my current credential, just retype like this, domain and user ID. Before loading the data set for report design, I would recommend not to change you the data type for the column sales, as I did here. As you remember, we exported in text for simplicity with OData export. Here, change it to fixed decimal number to make it currency, like I did here. You can see this is change type. Right? And then you're good to go and load this data set. Now we are ready for report itself. Let's place table here, and then just expand it to be the whole screen here. And then let's pick the forms. Let's begin with customer number, customer name, address 1, address 2, city, state, zip, and item number, item description. Okay, and then sales. If you have it like we did decimals or currency, you will see the summary for automatic. If you don't need this, you can uncheck the summary. Don't like this. See the summary option here. Alright, now you can begin playing with this report, and the simplest one would be if you click on map. Automatically it will add addresses to the location, and if you don't have cells in size, so just pull cells through the size here. Then you will see the circle to be proportional to the total sales for this customer. Now let's do another page and try items sales by state. Let's begin with placing table here, make it full size, and then let's click on item number, item description, state, and sales. You see summaries by state in the form of table, and if you click on the map, you will see world map, because we got few customers in Australia. So if you move through the states and make it closer, you will see details by state, and somebody is in Canada here, right? So you will see the pies for each state, and you will see the items sold in the state and values as a portion of the pie. Finally, let me show you the matrix. Click on matrix, visualizations, expand it, then let's put fields on the matrix. Let's begin with item description, then let's put customer name and state. Here I'd like to move description here, and I would like to move customer name here below the state, and then the value will be sales. Okay, so now you see the items as the columns, and then you see the states. You see the summary by item by state. At the end you will see the summary of items sold in the state. There is an option to drill down. If you go to expand to next level, then you will see states and the customers and items in the and summaries, and then you can drill up, and then you can expand or show next level. In this case, you will have all the customers alphabetically in the rows, and then items again in the columns. SQL queries and store procedures are probably more advanced comparing to whatever you can do with OData queries and functions. So if you like to use temporary tables in creation of your result set for Power BI report, you can use store procedures and schedule them overnight to fill your result set custom table. And then you can use a simple select statement with OData to build your report. Or, as I showed you in this demo, you can use SQL View. In any case, you are free to combine SQL queries with OData calls and have the reports of unlimited complexity. Thank you for watching.